Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Amateur Andy and here we are playing Cities Skylines the amateur way. And that basically means that I'm a complete noob and I started playing the game without pre-planning anything and now I'm paying the price for it and we're going to go back and fix all these problems. So today in episode 7 of Rennburg, we're going to do a little sprucing up of the city a bit. I've been playing around with some graphics mods from the Steam Workshop on how to sharpen images and make the game look a little bit more realistic and less cartoony. And this is what I've come up with. So the first thing I did was downloaded some mods, and I am going to be using the Relight mod, the Dynamic Resolution mod, the Daylight Classic mod, the Ultimate Eye Candy mod, which I'm not sure that I'm going to use yet, which we'll discuss later on, and the Cloud and Fog Toggler mod. Try saying that 5 times fast. And I've decided to spruce things up a little bit more with the Roads United Core 2.0 mod, and I have paired that with the Roads United North America Plus road pack. So you'll notice a difference right away when we load up the game, and I think it looks absolutely outstanding. It's a huge difference already. But the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to use the Relight mod and change the what Cities Skylines calls color correction override. So I've played around with this a little bit, and the one that I like the most is the Relight Film. It goes best with my city and the theme that I want. It will of course be different for everybody like anything else, but I love how with all these mods you can really create any specific area and climate, and it's so cool to see. I've also decided to disable the depth of field type in the interest of making things as sharp and clear as possible. And I think, yeah, so Daylight Classic, for this one here, I'm going to turn all these off. That's, again, my personal preference. And Dynamic Resolution I have set to max. Okay, so we will start with the Play It mod. So I also have Ultimate Eye Candy and Play It. They both do the same thing. Ultimate Eye Candy has a few more advanced options than Play It does. So for someone like me who's an amateur player and already has enough problems, Play It works just fine. It's very simple and easy to use. It'll get you very good results. So this one here, I like to have this, I think around negative 16 or 17 for the latitude, and for the longitude around plus 50 or 60, I believe, in that area. I like the game speed set at 0.6. That's a good speed. It's halfway in between normal and a more realistic speed, an everyday speed of around 0.3 or 0.35. So, and yeah, so that's the Play It. That's pretty much all I'm going to do there. The weather, I'm going to keep everything set at 0 in advance. I'm not even going to get into that. Okay, so the next mod that we're going to use is the Relight mod, and this is the mod where we're going to see the most changes. And I think what I'm going to do is we're going to pause the game because we're going to bring Play It back up, and we're going to change the time of day to sunset. And yes, yeah, the way I have the longitude and latitude set up is the sun sets right behind these mountains here. And can we, yeah, look at that. If we left it there, oh, look at that. What kind of sunset is that, eh? Gee golly gosh. Okay, so let's go to the middle of the day. And let us work on our Relight a little bit. So if I remember from playing around with this earlier, I'm going to be maxing the brightness out. Yeah. And we're just going to play around with some of these settings. It's literally personal preference, so you can make it whatever you want. So I'm going to set it up the way that I like it, and then you guys can let me know if you like it or not. And that's kind of the way I like the city to look. I think it looks really good. It's green, it's luscious. It's it's an incredible difference just with a couple of mods and a few minutes of moving some sliders around. It's an absolutely incredible difference. So now I believe if we move the time of day until the middle of the night, we can also get our relight mod back out and adjust nighttime. Okay, so you can't actually see the moon, it's just the light that it emits instead. So we'll just play around with those settings a little bit, I guess. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time doing it at night because we don't generally play the game at night too much, but I'm just bring it kind of into the middle of the day, and we'll just maybe fine tune a couple of these settings a little bit.
$346 later.
Truth be told, I could sit here and adjust these all day, I guess, until you really get it the way you want it. Try to get a few different viewpoints from a few different areas around the city to find the best contrast. See, the grass like it looks a little bit different now. I don't like it.
Day 2. Day 3. Day 4.
So after a little bit of playing around with the settings, this is the final setting that I've decided to stick with. I think it looks really good. I think it looks nice and green, and it's an incredible difference from what it used to be. Wait, okay. I'm gonna drive myself crazy doing this. It's fine the way it is. Let's just cut to some cinematic footage of the city instead. Okay, I know what you're thinking, and you would be correct. This does not look like the same city that we just flew over. Now, technically, it is the same city, but yes, I have adjusted the color scheme again. Yeah, so what had happened was the more I was playing with the mods I had downloaded, the more I realized that it wasn't going to turn out quite the way I wanted it to. There was still something missing from it. So I did a little bit more research, and I decided to give Theme Mixer 2 mod a try. And that's this new mod down here. And you just go into the Steam Workshop and you can subscribe to different themes. So I just got a few just to get me going. There's more than enough in there. Now I have heard of this mod before, but I was a little hesitant in trying it because it has a lot of things to slide and adjust, and at first it seems a little bit overwhelming. For someone like myself who's already a new player, I don't need any more. I don't need to make it any more complicated than it needs to be. I already struggle enough as it is. So, anyways, it's not as bad as what it seems or as I'm making it out to be. Just save your game so you have a reset point and play around with it a little bit. It's actually not that bad. When you get the one you want, you can save it. So I've saved it here. This is the one that we're looking at right now. So I can use it again at some other point. So look at that. I may have actually learned something. Gee whiz, eh? And so on top of that, I also went ahead and removed the North America road pack theme that I had originally applied. I just didn't really fit with the city once I started changing around the color scheme and stuff, and it is more of a European city. So I think the roads the way they are just fine. Maybe I just got excited, and I'll use that on a different map at another time. Anyways, this is my final product, and I'm super happy with it. It turned out awesome. I think it looks a little bit more realistic now, a lot less, painted, saturated, if you will. A little bit more realistic anyways. All right, so with that all said and done, let's have our quick final flyover of approval and appreciate how much I've struggled on this one. And I've struggled a lot. I spent a lot of time doing research, a lot of time off camera, playing around with settings and sliding sliders and adjusting adjusters to make it look the way it is right now. And I'm super happy with it. But anyways, so if I can do it, you can do it. Just before we go here, I just kind of wanted to point out real quick, these apartment buildings I put here, look at the color on them now. They do not look anything like they did when we first put these here, but they look absolutely fantastic now. So I think that what we've done here is really helped a lot. So anyways, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you sticking through till the end, and I really hope to see you in episode 8. Bye for now.